All right. Good morning, BDX family. Hope everybody's doing well. I don't know if we have some new people today, but we did offer our group page to people this week for free. So just a quick little rundown about isometrics. We talked about this last week, but remember we talked about there's movement when you're doing an exercise. You're kind of moving up and down, and then there's a position where you can hold, and that's what an isometric is. And typically isometrics are a little bit easier on the joint just because you're not moving. So if you don't have any cartilage, if there's any issue moving bone on bone, that can become a problem. So that's why we do isometrics. They're pretty useful. So we're going to do them laying down today. So we're going to start off with some leg stuff. So I'm going to have Jacqueline just lift one leg slightly off the ground, straight if she can. Let me get back here a little bit so you can see it a little bit. And she's going to hold. That's it. Now, if your lower back bothers you, you can always bend the opposite leg, bend the knee. That's it. It should not hurt. Go to a position of comfort. That's it. And just try to feel those muscles in your hips. There you go. Perfect. So for this first one, your leg is just slightly off. And we're going to switch. Perfect. Remember, if you need to, just bend your knee on the opposite leg. Does the side feel different?
It's tighter.
Yeah, you're a little shakier on your left side.
Yeah.
So once again, just taking an inventory. Does one side feel different than the other? And let's switch. Let's go back to the right side. Now all we're going to do is we're going to lift, let's say about 10 degrees higher than what we did before. Maybe a little more. And hold. Now if you don't have that range, that's okay. Go to where you feel comfortable. But if you have a little bit extra range, try to get up there. There we go. You're trying to nudge it just a little bit. And we're going to switch. So lift that opposite leg. Can you lift a little higher? That's it. Hold in that position. Good job. Can you feel those muscles a little bit? Oh yeah, up front. And relax. Okay, this last round, you're going to show me, Jacqueline, how far can you bring that right leg back? So same position, how far can you go? Yep, what's your max?
Without bending?
Without bending your knee. Perfect. So now you're going for your max position. So we did a couple warm-ups. It's getting hard, right? Do the best you can. If you have to lower it down, that's just fine. And switch. Going to keep these a little bit shorter. We're just in our third set. They're probably getting a little tired. Lift up. Leg is locked as much as you can. Hold that position. This is your max. You're trying to go as far as you can. Good. And relax. Okay. Now, with the right leg, Jacqueline, what I want you to do is just bring your right hip out as far as you feel comfortable. You're not rotating it. You're just going to push your hip out. So, with your right leg, what I want you to do is think about like an abduction when you're pushing your hip out. Yeah. Good. Not that far. Go a little less. And hold. And so you're just pushing your hip out, and just see if you can feel your hip a little bit as you pushed out. Can you feel that?
Yeah.
Does it feel comfortable?
Yes.
Good. And hold. Once again, you're going to a comfortable position, and let's bring the leg back in. And let's try the opposite leg. Good. Does it feel any different?
Yeah, like my left side is tighter.
Okay. So once again, you're taking your own inventory. Does one hip feel different than the other? And we're going to do one more set on each side. So let's go to the right again. Good. Yep. Where you feel comfortable, just hold that position. And you're going to switch. Let's go back to the left. See how it feels the second time around. Go ahead. How'd that feel?
A little smoother.
Good. Good. Hold that position. And relax. Okay. Now, Jacqueline, I want you to imagine that you're crossing your legs over. So what I want you to do is kind of put one foot, yep. So you're going to see she's going to put her foot right below her knee, if you can see that there. And then she's just going to drop her hip down as far as she feels comfortably. That's it. And just kind of hold. Can you feel that along your hip?
Yes.
Go to a position of comfort. If that position with the foot feels too high, you could always lower it down. But feel your hips, yep. And we're going to switch. Let's try the opposite side. Cross over. And then open up. Does that side feel any different?
Oh, yeah.
Harder or easier?
Harder.
Okay. So just go to where you feel comfortable. Don't feel like you have to go further. And let's switch back. Yep, so go back to the other leg. Yep, come and come down as far as you feel comfortable. Good job. And let's switch to the opposite side. Let's see if this feels a little bit better for you. Does it feel a little bit looser?
Yeah, it's loosening up.
Good. Just holding, yep, trying to feel those muscles. Doing great. And excellent. Okay, next one, what Jacqueline's going to do is she's going to cross one leg over. Good. Bring that foot up a little bit closer towards you. Yep, perfect. And now, with her pelvis, she's going to try to come across her body. There you go.
All the way?
Right there is fine. And hold. Now I want you to see if you can focus a little bit more in your stomach versus your hip. If you feel tightness in your inner thigh, pull back a little bit. Does that feel okay?
Yes.
And let's switch. Cross one leg over opposite side and think about pulling your butt off the floor and coming across. Does it feel any different
Less rain.
on this one?
Yeah.
Okay. And just try to focus on your abs. I know you probably feel your hip, but I also want you just to think about some of those stomach muscles. Let's go back to the other side. Same thing, cross one leg over. Opposite, rotate. Yep, try to lift your butt off the floor. Good. And we're going to switch. Tighter.
Yeah, but loosening.
Loosening up, good.
Yeah.
And just think about, yep, engaging your abs. And relax. Very good. Okay, this next one, I want you to pull your right thigh towards your chest. Good, and hold it there. Can you lift your foot up slightly? Perfect. Okay, now I want you to put one finger on your knee. Okay, and from here, so we're going to do an isometric holding the thigh there, but from here, Jacqueline is just going to start rotating her hip in and out. There you go. So it kind of looks like her foot's going one way, but she knows she's not moving her hip in and out. She's rotating it. So she's using her finger as a reference. Yep, and just keep going back and forth and feel that hip rotation. Good. Not a lot of range. Can you feel your hip muscles a little bit?
Yeah.
And we're going to switch. Let's go to the opposite side. Lift. Good. Hold that position. She's using her finger as a pivot point. And then she's going to spin her hip in and out. Good job. Yep, so if you feel like you're losing your finger, that means you're doing a different motion. That's it. It's not a lot of range. Very good. Doing great. Yep. Feel those hip muscles. And relax. How'd they feel? A little bit? Can you feel the hips slightly?
Yeah, once if I shorten the motion, because then when I go further, I'm losing the...
How does your left side feel a little bit better?
It feels looser.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start, let's put your feet on the floor. And let's just start off with a light bridge. So just lift your butt up slightly off and hold. So I'm not looking for a full bridge, just a slight bridge and hold. With the bridge, you're just going to think about engaging everything on the back side of your body. So think about the back of your thighs, your butt, low back, upper back. You may feel your neck. Yep, just a slight distance. And just think about tightening those muscles back there. Good job. Hold. And relax. Okay. Next set. We're warmed up. We're going to lift up as high as you feel comfortable. So Jacqueline, go up as high as you feel like you can go. And hold. Tighten your butt. Tighten the back of the thighs. You may feel your lower back. Good job. Everybody, yep, squeeze, focus on those muscles. You're doing great. And time. All right. How does your lower body feel?
Working.
Does it feel loose?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's start with both arms. Bring them up for me. Hold them straight. Arms, yep, right about there. And you're going to just hold that position. So let's start there. So we're going to do this a little progressively today instead of going all the way back right away. Hold that position. Warming up those shoulders. And I'm going to have you go back a few more inches. And hold it right there. Perfect. Go back a few more inches. Hold it right there. Go back a few more inches. Hold it right there. The different on your one arm looks a little bit lower than the other. They feel the same? And then go back a few more inches. Yeah. And then go back a few more inches. And hold. So hopefully your shoulders are warming up, loosening up a little bit. You feel like the mobility feels a little bit better. Keep holding. And come back up. Perfect. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start going out with the arms. So with your arms, with both, we're going to just kind of push out to the side. Good. And just hold right there. Yep, not too far. We're going to just slowly progress this. Now same thing, push out a little bit more. Perfect. Now if you're feeling any discomfort, if it feels too tight, just limit the range. Same thing again. A little further if you have it. Good. A little bit more, Jacqueline, if you have it. Good. A little bit more if you have it. Good. A little more if you have it. Do you feel like you're kind of near your max?
Yeah.
Okay. And just hold. Yep, so you're holding that max position, or hopefully the pain, there's no pain at all. If you need to modify it, just bring it back down. And bring them in. And they feel a little bit different?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'd like you to do now is with your arms, keep them by your side, bend your elbows. Keep the arms glued to your side. And now from this position, you're just going to spin your shoulders out just a little bit. That's it. And just hold it there. You're keeping that upper half of your arm close to your sides. Yep. And just keep your wrist straight. Yeah, there you go. You're only rotating from the shoulder. Let's see if you have a little bit more range. Can you come out a little further? That's it. Hold. So today we're just doing it a little progressively. We're not going to our max right away. We're building up. The same thing. Let's come out a little bit more. Good. Can you feel those shoulders a little bit? And let's see, last one. Do you have any more range? Yep. Go to that max now, wherever that is for you. Hold that position. Try to feel those muscles. And relax. Good job. How'd they feel?
Good.
Okay. So now, what I'd like you to do with your shoulders, can you bring them up to about shoulder height? Yep. But relax your shoulders on the floor. But bring them all the way out if you have it, if you're kind of like me. Yep. And bring your hands in line with your elbows. Yep. But you can bring your arms on the floor. Okay. Now, from this position here, let me give you a different view. Okay. Now, bring the front part of your arm up. There you go. Okay. So we're kind of at this position, if you can get to that shoulder range. So we're going to practice rotating inward. So just start bringing, think about rotating in slowly. Yep. And let's hold it right there. So we're going to progressively go down into, internal rotation. Hold that position. Hopefully you're warming up. Let's go in a little bit more. Good. And just make sure your hands stay in line with your elbows. Yeah, there you go. Same thing, come in a little bit more. Good. In a little bit more, you have it. And just hold. Can you feel those shoulder muscles a little bit? Good. Holding. And relax. Good job. Perfect. Okay, let's start with your arms straight up. And so from here, what I'd like you to do is just bring your hands together. Perfect. And let's bring your arms down lower. So bring them almost towards your thighs. Okay, so we're going to do another moving isometric. Jacqueline's going to push in with her hands, and she's just going to start moving her shoulders up and down. So go ahead. So not shrugging, but kind of moving up and down. There you go. That's it. So your goal here is to keep pushing in the whole time. Keep going. You can go back. You can keep going. That's it. And then come back down. That's it. So kind of going through that range, you're pushing the hands together. Let's see if you can feel your chest and your shoulders a little bit. Can you feel that? And just take a little break. Good job. Good, all through the chest, through the arms, kind of working those different paths. Let's go again one more time. Good. Keep moving in that different path. Up and down, press in. Good, push, 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 keep pressing in. Push. And relax. Okay, good job. Okay, next set, she's going to keep her arms straight. Yep, by her side. Arms are locked. And she's going to push down into the floor. Ready and drive. Good. So your intent is you're driving your arms through the floor. Through the floor. Good. Push. Drive down through the floor. And relax. The next set, I want you to bend your elbows. Good. And same concept. I want you to think about driving through the floor. Push down. That's it. Yeah, think about like a seated row. Driving down, pulling back. Think about your shoulder blades. Pulling down into the floor and back, pinching those blades. Perfect. And relax. Now, Jacqueline, I want you to go a little bit wider with your shoulders, kind of back up here again for me. That same position where I had you hold. Yep, a little wider with the shoulders. Good. And so a little higher up if you have it. And yep, that's fine. And now you're going to push down into the floor again. Yeah, so kind of think more back delt, more back of the shoulders, and driving down. Good. Perfect. Does that feel a little different?
Yeah.
And relax. Okay, this next set, what I want you to do is, can you tilt your legs to one side? Perfect. Okay, so from here with her legs tilted, I'm going to have you just with your, I want you to support your neck. Can you put one hand behind your neck? Perfect. And I'm going to have her just do a little short crunch to almost, if you can see the fibers of her shirt, they're kind of like sideways. So I'm going to have you do a little crunch, okay, for me. Come up. Hold right there. And look at the fibers of her shirt, how they're going diagonal. We're thinking about just holding diagonally. Yep. And just hold. Good. She's supporting her neck with her hand. And squeeze your abs. Does that feel a little bit different, that angle?
Yeah.
Good. And she can use that opposite arm for support. And relax. Let's switch. So let's move the legs in the opposite direction. Yep, your support, you can use the opposite arm. She's crunching in the direction of her shirt. And crunch. Perfect. And hold. Try to keep your elbow back. There you go. Good. Squeeze your abs. Good. Doing okay? Yeah. And done. Okay. Next one, she's going to bring her thighs into her chest. Okay. You can put your hands by your side. And what she's going to try to do is she's going to try to, I'm going to help you here, kind of move, rotate a little bit. Yep. And hold. You could decide how far you want to go. If you've been in the gym with us, think about the torso rotation machine, where you're kind of moving your lower half. Can you feel that a little bit? Mm-hmm. And go to where you feel comfortable. You don't have to go that deep if you feel like that's too deep. And come back to the center. And let's go the opposite direction. Perfect. Hold. And relax. All right. How do you feel?
Good.
Do you feel a little bit looser?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, guys. I hope you guys had a great class. Today was on the floor, and Wednesday we will be standing. All right. Have a great Monday. Thank you.